Good morning, everyone. Dennis, aka Laotian here, and this morning I am going to give you a walking tour of Broadway in Seattle's Capitol Hill. Beginning my walk at my favorite coffee shop here on Broadway, which is Vivace Espresso, near the corner of Mercer and Broadway. And I'm just gonna walk south on Broadway until I feel like I don't want to walk anymore. Today is going to be an extended walk day. So we are in late April right now, and it's around 9 a.m. The weather, it's a little chilly right now. It's 48 degrees, but not bad. This is not bad for walking. So I'm just gonna walk and talk. This is obviously a narrated walk, but there will be times where I might not be saying a lot because I just want to walk today. But of course I also want to bring you all with me, and this is one of my simple pleasures in life. Coffee and a good walk. I'm gonna cross the street here. I feel like there might be more to see on the other side, at least once we get to the next block. So I'm gonna cross the street here. Yeah, Vivace Espresso. Really good coffee. I haven't had their coffee in a while. Ooh, here's a bus. Bus number 60. Masks are required on buses here. I have not taken the bus in so long. So I'm going to show you all the different businesses on the other side. And if I decide to walk back to where I started, I mean, I have to walk back to where I started, but if I decide to film that, you'll see more of the other side, of course. We'll see, though. If it turns out to be too long of a video, then I'm not going to do that and subject you to that long of a walk. So right here is QFC, Quality Food Centers. It's a big QFC, and I'll point out this pho restaurant just because I love pho, and you might love pho too, who knows. But if you're ever in this area and you want to get you a good bowl of pho, straight ahead right there. Is it Pho Broadway? What is the name of this place? It's changed ownership. I think it is Pho Broadway. So yeah, that's the name of that pho restaurant, is Pho Broadway. It used to be Pho Cyclo. How do you say that? Cyclo. Anyway, I made a video where I stopped by there and ate a bowl of pho during one of my walks. And inside this QFC is Gold's Gym. I don't know if they're still open due to the situation. I don't know. So we're now in Harrison, and looking straight there to the west is, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. There's a Space Needle at 12 o'clock. I'm gonna try to walk slow. That's one thing I wanted to do with this walk too, is try to be more mindful during the walk. And try to be more smooth in my walk so that the footage will also be more smooth. I feel like, well, in fact, I don't feel like, in fact, I know so. I know that I'm telling you all way too much. I know for a fact that one of my legs is shorter than the other. What's good? Is this good coffee or what? And maybe that's why that's why I walk the way that I do. The video footage might seem a little wobbly at times. That is a nice Ford pickup truck. Wow. It's a Ford Ranchero, old school. So here's another coffee shop here. Espresso, Vivace Espresso. Same shop, different location. This one is more of a to-go place. So if you need a quick cup of coffee, this is a great place. You can sit there. There's a couple of tables and chairs there. The other place is a more of a full-on coffee shop where you can sit inside. However, that's not possible right now because of the situation. So, yeah. Vivace Espresso. That's usually where I get coffee when I'm in this part of Capitol Hill. This is Chase Bank. Wow. It's all boarded up. One can only speculate why it's boarded up. So, yeah, Capitol Hill. If I'm in Capitol Hill, this area of Capitol Hill, this is where I'll get coffee, Vivace Espresso. If I am in the Central District, near 23rd and Union, hands down, I will get coffee at Squirrel Chops. That's currently my favorite coffee shop there. Jai Thai Restaurant and Bar. This used to be a pretty happening Thai restaurant. They had live music and stuff back in the day, years ago. My wife and I went there maybe 5 years ago, and yeah, it was a fun place. The food was okay, but the ambiance was pretty awesome. All right, so this is what I mean. On this side of the street, there's just more to see. More to see versus the other side. Hence, it's why I decided to cross the street. The other side of the street is just, let's see, there's a Bank of America. There's a Bank of America, and then there's a 828 Dental. So just looks like Bellevue on the other side. That's Bellevue, and this is Seattle. Okay, so this is a store. Panache? Is that how you say the name? I believe so. Panache. Panache. I don't know. Let me know how you pronounce that. I don't know how you could let me know because you can't really leave a voice comment. Maybe in the future. This used to be, wow, this used to be Hana, I believe that was the name of this restaurant. Hana Japanese restaurant, and now it's Sumo Express Japanese food. Used to be one of my favorite sushi places here back in the day. Wow, it's something else now. Inside here there's like a beehive of businesses, including tattoo shop, and one of my favorite taco places is actually here, and they're not open yet because it's early. But yeah, Tacos Chukis. There's a sign to Tacos Chukis. right there. It's upstairs. You go upstairs and there's a bunch of other stuff. There's nails and waxing there. There's a threading salon, tattoo shop. There's also a Korean barbecue place, Kimchi Bistro, Korean barbecue. And there actually used to be a Laotian or Lao. I know those words are used interchangeably. I won't go into that in great detail right now, but yeah, there used to be a Lao restaurant, or Lao owned. Well, it was a Lao restaurant and bar. It didn't stay alive for too long. Didn't do well, and now it's something else. And I don't know what it is right now. So yeah, this little mall here, I'll call it a mall for now. It's called the Alley. So, and this here used to be, oh my goodness, I can't think of it. Charlie's, yes, next door to the Alley was Charlie's. Charlie's was a really popular restaurant. Great place for a good night, or late night eats. And the Monte Cristo sandwich. That was like one of my favorite items on the menu here. But now it is a Swedish primary care clinic. There's a smoke shop, it looks like. Indian restaurant. And it's a clothing store, Trendy Wendy. Trendy Wendy looks like Trendy Wendy is closed, temporarily closed. It says, please contact us through Instagram. Huh. And Nacho Borracho. This is a fun place. Good place for drinks. And pretty good food as well. Looks like there's outdoor seating for the restaurant. There's way more of these near Cal Anderson Park, straight ahead, about a half a mile. There's a lot of restaurants over there, and you see these all over the city. And here we have Rite Aid. This is a very, very, very colorful Rite Aid. Lots happen at this Rite Aid, at this corner right here. But this is really early in the morning, so if you go this way here, this will take you to downtown Seattle Center, Space Needle.
Wait.
And if you go that way, if you go east, that will take you to the Central District.
Walk sign is on.
And
Crossing
Lake Washington.
Walk sign is on.
Alright, we're crossing the street here. Crossing the street now. We're on the south side of Olive Way. We're at the corner of Olive and Broadway, and across the street is the Capitol Hill Link Light Rail Station. Currently, you take the Link Light Rail from here, you can go to the airport, or if you keep taking it northbound, there's just one more stop, and that is the University of Washington. It's going to keep going farther north and south, for that matter, as time goes. But currently, as far as northwise, it will drop you off at the University of Washington, then you have to turn back around. And as far as south, currently you can go so far as one station past the airport, and that is the Angle Lake Station. These apartments here, you know, there's people who will sometimes comment on my videos, people who used to live in Seattle, and some of these videos will serve as just a reminder, or, you know, it's people, there's nostalgia when people think about Seattle. I mean, that's true for me too. my previous video was I showed the tearing down or demolition of Four Seas restaurant in Seattle's Chinatown, and I mean that was sad for me to see that. That was such an iconic restaurant. And Dynasty Room, which was the bar lounge inside that restaurant, I mean that was a place where a lot of locals gathered. I mean, politicians in their younger days, that was their spot. I mean, after work, that's where people gathered to socialize. So this is I'm going to say something here that's not going to be popular, but it's my personal opinion that Dick's Deluxe, which is a drive-through burger place, this is the Broadway one, of course. Dick's, did I say Dick's Deluxe? At Dick's drive-through burgers. Their burgers are better than In-N-Out burgers. Oh my goodness. I said it. I mean, I like In-N-Out burger as well, but this is like Seattle's version of In-N-Out burger. I like it a lot. It's probably an acquired taste. I've eaten at Dick's since I was a kid. My typical order will be like a deluxe, Dick's Deluxe, fries, a tartar, ketchup, and water, because I don't drink pop or soda pop anymore. So yeah, that's what I'll say, and I'll stick by that. Let me know if you like Dick's burgers, or if you prefer something else. I mean, I know Texas has Whataburger. In-N-Out is in a lot of different states. I think it originated in California, but there's locations in Nevada, like Las Vegas as well. So yeah, Dick's definitely my choice for a quick burger. And so now I'm at the corner of Broadway and Denny. I'm gonna go ahead and cross the road. So you know what? I'm gonna keep going here. I'm gonna keep walking. And I mean, look at how many of these new buildings there are. These were built before, construction began before the situation, before the pandemic, of course. And we'll see how successful they are. No one planned for the situation. So this is a Link Light Rail station, the same station, but you can hop on or off over there at the previous intersection, or you can catch it here. All right, now we're walking towards Seattle Central College, formerly South Seattle. Not South Seattle, Seattle Central Community College. And here's a little yellow trolley that you can catch. This will take you to Pioneer Square. They'll take you south to Little Saigon. So take you on Broadway down to Jackson Street, and then from there you'll take you west through Little Saigon, and then Chinatown International District, Pioneer Square. All right, and here we are at Seattle Central College. They dropped the word community from the name. It used to be Seattle Central Community College. Not sure why that is, but that is the current name. And across the street is Cal Anderson Park. And we're just gonna keep walking. This is going to be a long video. I wanted to go for a long walk. I wanted to make a true virtual walking tour video, and I am making that right now. I'm making that right now, aren't I? I've been switching it up and just doing different things with videos. I've been doing food stuff quite a bit recently too, because, well, I like food. I like food, which is probably why I like to walk as much as I do, because, I mean, for some, what goes in must come out, right? So it's just to achieve that balance, I think is it's important to exercise, and walking is my preferred form of exercise most of the time, especially as I get older and my joints aren't the same. I would love to jog or run. I see friends who will do marathons and that sort of thing, and I'd be super envious, but my right knee just can't handle the impact of running causes. So here's the entrance to the college. Just a great big brick building. Yeah, it's a lot of brick. Really quiet morning. A little windy as well. And hopefully the audio will be okay. I am using an external mic with a wind buffer, and sometimes it helps. How's my walking so far, you guys? Okay, at this very moment, I'm being extra mindful about walking really slowly and being mindful. I'm almost in like a meditative, therapeutic sort of a walking mode right now. So that's what it looks like when I'm extra careful. This is what it looks like. This is what you're seeing right now. Straight ahead is the Broadway Performance Hall of Seattle Central College. And there's a sign for the college on the southern side of the building. Wow, look at how clean this area is right now. This area was filled with tents and debris. They cleaned this up real good. All right. So we've come to the corner of Broadway and Pine. And this is where we'll begin to see a lot of these rainbow crosswalks.
Crossing Broadway Avenue.
And that's looking west, of course. Take you to downtown. We're not going to downtown. We're going to cross the road and remain in Capitol Hill. And we're going to go say hi to Jimi Hendrix, of course. We have to. Can't come here and not say hi to Jimi Hendrix. I'm going to say hi to Jimi Hendrix. Maybe one day I'll take us to his grave site. Jimmy was put to rest at a cemetery in Renton, which is a city just about 30 minutes south of here, so maybe we can do that. This is a art supply store here, and I am going to go a half a block from Broadway, deviate from Broadway by half a block, or you can call it a full block, just because that side of that block of Broadway had I continued north and walked back to where we began this walk, it's kind of boring. There's not much there. So, and I'm not going to do a full-on Cal Anderson Park update or anything here, because that would require that I dedicate more time. But you are going to get a taste of what it looks like now, because I'm going to go down the street here. And I say a half a block because this is more of an alley. This is more of an alley here, and this is the alley that we're gonna walk. We're gonna walk through. So yeah, see, Cal Anderson. It's if you've watched my videos from last year during the protests, it looks very different. They've cleaned it up a lot. Way less graffiti. Way less graffiti. And I'll do a follow-up video, show you what Cal Anderson Park looks like in spring of 2021. Yeah, wow. That's the Seattle Water Department Broadway pump station there. And they've really cleaned that up. That was graffiti covered many months ago. I mean, this whole entire area was covered in graffiti. These walls were covered in graffiti. One thing that I'm trying to be more mindful of too is when I'm walking is to look down and see what's on the ground. And it's just interesting the things that you'll find. One of my neighbors who who told me about who also likes to walk. She doesn't have a YouTube channel, she just likes to walk. And if you're watching this, hello. Yeah, she was telling me about how she pays a lot of attention to what's on the ground, and you know you find things. And here's a bottle of alcohol there, a small one, personal size bottle of alcohol. That's looking west, and it's Seattle Central College. Yeah, she was telling me that she would find different things like money. She found like a bunch of money, $700 worth of money in total so far from her walks just in the neighborhood. So and I don't say that because I intend to look for money, you know, on my walks. But yeah, it's interesting. There's a story behind everything that's left on the ground, and oftentimes that story check it out, they're doing something to that water feature. I don't know what that is. That's interesting. I'm talking about that white covered. I'm talking about that right there. Straight ahead. Huh. All right, well, I'm gonna stay on Broadway because that's what we're doing. I will go back to investigate very soon and give you an update of Cal Anderson Park and this section of Capitol Hill, the party zone and protest zone as well. Okay, we're gonna go back to Broadway. It's turning out to be a really long video. It's been 30 minutes, 31 minutes so far. So if you've been watching this whole time, I extra thank you. I truly appreciate it. And there's a guy there across the street with his dog. He just picked up dog poop, and I appreciate seeing that, man, because a lot of people don't pick up dog poop. Very, very, very irresponsible. Let me know if you've ever walked your dog and then not picked up its poop, because people aren't watching, or sometimes people will be watching and just don't give a damn and you just leave it. Let me know in the comment section if you've done such a thing. Great big apartment building or buildings here, and rent will not be cheap, although rent has gone down a little bit, something like 15% over the last year. It's still not cheap. I've been thinking about doing videos about rent and mortgage and that sort of thing. You know, one of those videos that how much will a 2-bed 1-bath in Seattle cost, like apartment or house or whatever, and I could do that. People want to see stuff like that. Make a fun, cute video about what condos cost, apartments cost. Until then, we'll keep walking. We'll keep making these walking videos. So I think it's pretty apparent that I've decided to walk back to our start point, and I'm filming the whole thing. This is a long 4K video, and I'm framing this in 60 frames per second. Here's the Dick's drive-through again. Dang, this place is massive. Good Lord. Woo. The sky's the limit when you have money, isn't it? They've got benches here. I'm surprised they haven't put those. Oftentimes I'll see like humps on these benches so that people won't sleep on them. Kind of a cruel thing, I think, but it serves a purpose, and people sleep on them anyway. I mean, but yeah, these don't have those. All right. Back to Broadway and Olive. And Olive actually turns into John Street at this intersection. Going east, it's John Street. Going west, it's Olive. So this is the Link Light Rail station, y'all. Up close and personal. This is what it looks like. And it's going to be very convenient for folks who live in these buildings. I'm gonna cross the street and remain on this side of the street. push this button with my elbow here. So straight ahead there by where that bus,
Intersection of Broadway, John Street, Dollar Way.
next to that bus, to the left of that bus, there used to be a soda pop machine, a soda machine. And the name of it was the Mystery Soda Machine. I think that's what the name was. And for, I think it was 75 cents, 50 or 75 cents, you could purchase a soda pop, and you wouldn't know what you would get until the pop until you got the drink, until it was dispensed, and then you picked it up. So it was kind of cool. And I remember the variety of drinks too. I mean, I think like Shasta, Mountain Dew, I mean, just drinks that were not your typical drinks like, you know, Pepsi or Coke. So it was kind of fun. It's not there anymore. Nothing stays the same. So this is what it looks like on this side here. And we have now entered Bellevue. We're now in Bellevue. I'm joking. This is the post office, y'all. Post office. Yeah, I have to come back a little in the later in the day next time, because I want to take us inside that mall there, the alley. So we'll see about revisiting. Every now and then I'll do these really long walks. I don't do these often, but hopefully I'll provide for a variety. I try to make shorter videos and longer videos, and this is a lot of area to cover, so naturally it was going to be a longer video. This is Julia's on Broadway. They have live music here sometimes. I miss coming here and hanging out. You know, Julia's on Broadway, y'all. Is this a consignment shop or just a straight up clothing store? It's a thrift store. There it is. Lifelong thrift store. And across the street is, well, it's Chase Bank that's all boarded up that we saw earlier, and Espresso Vivace, that awesome Ford Ranchero truck. People are starting to line up for coffee. And this is Homestead. Homestead restaurant. I've not been to this restaurant. All right. So there's a teriyaki restaurant there. That used to be Baskin-Robbins ice cream. There's a taco truck here. Yeah, that was once an ice cream place. All right. This is a coffee shop. I don't know if it's open anymore. I don't even know if it's still a coffee shop. Let's find out. or attempt to. It's not. It is now. What is it? Yeah, it's like a Mexican food stand. It looks like they serve nachos and fruit cups and such, which I love these things. I love the fruit cups. There's some yelling way in the distance there. All right, I'll wait for the sun. Wait for the light. Yeah, there's gonna be yelling, screaming, and shouting on Broadway. Nothing new there. All right, so this is the pho restaurant here. The Pho, it's called The Pho. It's not just Pho Broadway, it's The Pho. It's called The Pho Broadway, okay. And looks like this is new. All this advertisement. They have way more than just pho, apparently. Gentleman behind me there is shouting that he'll buy a pair of socks off someone. He needs socks. Seattle Cigar and Tobacco.
I can buy a little chain paper to donate $1 or $2.
What do you got? What's that?
Chain that to donate $1.
Oh no, sorry. I don't carry cash either, so sorry. You have a good day. Couldn't really make out what he's trying to sell. Did he say gold chain or can't make out what he was trying to say. And I really don't carry cash. I mean, sometimes I will, but I don't have it on me today. And what is that? Ooh, trash. Of course. Trash. All right. We are almost back to our start point, and this is All Pilgrims Christian Church. You are welcome here. Come as you are, as you are. That's what it says. And I'm referencing a Nirvana song, of course, by that very name, Come As You Are. I actually like grunge music, and they say, as it relates to grunge music, that you're either a Nirvana fan or a Pearl Jam fan. You can't be a fan of both. And I prefer Nirvana. Pearl Jam's pretty good. I like some of their songs, but definitely more into Kurt Cobain and Nirvana. I like their music. Let me know what your thoughts are about that. Seattle has really it's really evolved over the last few decades. In the 90s, the music scene here was very vibrant. Very vibrant. I'm going to point out another pho restaurant here, and that restaurant is, let's go ahead and, that pho restaurant is Pho Tan Brothers right there. And when I talk about pho, a lot of people will say that they like Tan Brothers, and that's fine. I just don't like their broth. I think it's a little on the sweet side. So we're back to where we began. I just took my last sip of coffee here at Espresso Vivace. I'm standing in front of it here, and I'm gonna go dispose of this coffee. And I'm gonna say thank you for walking with me. This has been a long walk, it's about 45 minutes of 4K walking. Let me know if you like these longer walks, and I'll make more of these videos. All right, take care. Here is a wimpy ass peace sign. Peace.